Hello, everyone. It's time for From the Floor Up, design time from Florally. As always, I am your host, Lindsay Wilson, also known as Lindsay the Stager. And today, I get to interview my friend and fellow stager slash decorator, Dorrie Buccafusca.
You got it.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Wilson, and you're watching the Design Time From the Floor Up video podcast.
I mean, if I was named Lindsay Buccafusca, I think I would be so much cooler. It's like the greatest last name ever.
You would think, except when you're pregnant and in, the waiting room and they call you Dorrie Buccafusca, then you're like, oh, this isn't so great.
No,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't think about that. That's ridiculous. Well, Dorrie owns her company called Simple Southern Charm.
You got it.
And she says that she does what I do, but I think she does it so much better. For instance, well, let me just give you a little background, and then I promise I'll stop talking and let the interviewer speak. Remember when I told you about Risa, not you, Dorrie, but the pod posse who's hopefully listening, all 5 of them. Dorrie and I were in our little chapter, the Real Estate Staging Association. She was actually my VEEP, and we held the whole thing together during the pandemic when I was breastfeeding and all the things. And we have remained friends with our fellow RISA members. Some of them you know, like Ellie, Bobby, Dawn, Cherie. And so here's Dorrie. And I wanted to bring her on because she has so many great things to offer us and things that we can get little tidbits of amazing info that we didn't even know we needed to know today. Like, Dorrie is so good at color consultations. I mean, I just pick the same color over and over and hope that it works, and it always does. Thank you, Jesus. But I just have my go-to colors. And this is what I was saying to you before we started recording, that you are so particular and down to the science, and you completely deny all of that. Say something.
Ish, kind of, sort of. I know your favorite color. I remember Navajo white. I remember that. And to be honest, I have tried it. I can't get it to work ever. I don't know. I've never used it.
Well, it works in my traditional homes, not my obviously new construction homes, because we want to go with grays and whites there.
See, do we though? I feel like we're on year 15 of gray.
Oh, I know,
on year 15.
15.
Yeah.
So what is it now, Dorrie? Tell me, what is it?
So well, I say 15. We're about 15. Here, I think we're a little bit behind. We've been in gray for a very, very long time. And I think people had this little moment of, oh my God, I'm sick of gray. Let's go to white. Nobody, very few people can pull off a white house. So there, it's had its moment. I feel like it's still having a little baby moment.
Yeah.
But we're circling back, I find anyway, we're circling back to color. And I'm so happy because I think people are so tired of gray. There's only so much gray that you can have. Gray cabinets, gray walls, gray floors.
I know.
Should never, ever, ever have been a thing, gray floors. But
I just had Sherwin-Williams send me 9, count them, 9 new samples, the peel and stick 8x10s that I'm going to hold up on my wall in my new house that I swear to God, if we're not back in 40 days, that would be April 1st.
Is that the plan?
Oh my God.
Days?
We've just handed the whole project over to my contractor, Melvin, who works as fast as I do, and we get all of our homes ready in time. Now that he's got it, more has happened in the last 2 weeks than has happened in the last 7 months.
We're really going to have to talk about that at some point, because
I know.
Yeah, wow.
But the colors that I'm looking at, I mean, I'm looking at alabaster.
Pretty, but it's an off-white, so it's not a white. It's not like your Sherwin-Williams extra white. It's not like Benjamin Moore Chantilly lace, which are whites that go really blue. They're really cold. They're just really cold.
But alabaster's warm.
Alabaster's an off-white. It's definitely got a little bit more, especially if you're going to do a flat or a matte on the walls and a semi-gloss on your trim. It'll look good. I like alabaster. Yeah, Greek Villa, really pretty.
Ah, that was one of my samples.
Yeah.
So it was alabaster, Greek Villa, Eider white.
Eider white's pretty.
Yeah, what do
I
you
know
think
where
about
it's coming.
that? Is that warm?
It's I feel like if I remember it correctly, it goes a little bit more blue, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't use it often. I have like my top like 3 or 4 colors. Snowbound I've used. It tends to.
That was another one.
Okay, it goes a little pink. I'm just gonna tell you, it does go a little bit pink.
Well, maybe
It
I'll
does
put
go a
that in
little bit
Daisy's
pink.
room because she can go a little pink in there.
Not pink enough though that it conveys really, really pink. So I can give you
Okay.
some good pinks if you need some good
So
pinks.
snowbound, snowfall,
Don't know
icicle.
snowfall. Icicle
Icicle is literally like a blue. It's not a
I was gonna
white or a
say,
gray.
is it? Yeah, I think
I'm thinking
that,
of doing that for River's little. Oh my God, his theme is Moon River. We
Oh
have
my
like
God.
a moon rug. It's
Oh
so
my
cute.
God. That's so cute. What about color? What about doing like color?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. He's got like
think-
he's got like blue chambray like denim curtains, and I want to do like a nice complementing blue that goes with that.
I love it. I love
And
it.
then-
I'm like circling into like my moment of color everywhere though. Anybody that will let me put color in their house, if it can work, I do it.
Yeah,
I'm
and
obsessed.
you've got like really good color behind you. That looks really good.
This is like my homage to color because this office is so it's ballet white, Benjamin Moore ballet white, which is
Oh,
a greasy kind of. It's fine. It's a nice color, but that's my. I mean, you know that's my vibe.
I know. So get this. Here's something that I wasn't planning on talking about, but I just wanted to tell you. Of all of the selections that we make for our clients all day long, I can make a decision like that. Give me 3 options, boom. Oh my God. Bikes and I are trying to pick out slabs for the island and the perimeter of our kitchen, right?
Yep.
We cannot agree on anything. It's to this, it's to that. I feel like every piece of quartz I look at has varicose veins splattered all over. Like we've just like taken apart somebody's legs. It's so gross.
Have you looked at Calicut Gold?
I like Calicut Gold and I use it for a lot, but it's we don't want any of that gold or brown caramel in it.
Oh, gotcha.
The bottom of the island is this beautiful navy blue. So guess what we did?
What?
Here's something that I want to share that I don't think people think about, because you think about marble, you think about how expensive it is, and you think about wine rings. For me, the red wine drinker, that unless you get it sealed every 2 years, it's going to ruin it, right?
Oh. Yep.
We found this beautiful marble slab for $52 a square foot, which is like half of what you would get quartz priced at. And we love it so much. I mean, Dorrie, it practically has like little bits of like mother of pearl remnants in it.
Oh my gosh, that
It's
sounds
so
amazing.
cool.
That sounds so
cool.
good.
I love it.
So you're doing it.
So we're doing that, but then we went back to this, what looks like marble in quartz for the perimeter.
Yeah.
It is way more expensive, but we made up for it because we got this great price on the marble. And we have been looking at slabs.
Then?
No, I've got to have the island different. The island has got to be this showstopper because it's 9 feet.
Oh,
and I
gotcha.
just had to have it different because the perimeter, the cabinets are white.
Yeah.
And then the island, I just want it to be like
a band moment.
Friday night lights. Yeah.
Yep.
With the blue bottom and everything. But I think what people don't understand is that you can find marble that's actually going to save you in buying the expensive perimeter in quartz for the rest of the places. How crazy is that? That just happened to me today.
I think it depends on the type of quartz. And honestly, like, I don't know if you've seen this, but quartz and just countertop materials have gone up so much. I'm like a little in shock. I'm really in shock lately. Yeah, there's been a significant shift, I feel, in the prices of everything. I have not encountered a place where I can get marble for the same price as quartz. So you'll have to tell me who that source is.
So here's the deal. You're welcome, East Coast Granite. That's where we got it. And I'll tell you something else. Cosmos.
Yeah.
They didn't even look up at us when we walked in.
Really?
And for being a decorator and a designer, I could not even I needed supervision. I was like, can you tell me what the hell I'm looking at? so that I don't spend $10,000 on a little piece like this and stay in our budget.
Well,
they didn't want to help us.
The thing is, too, I feel like there's so many different stones and they're always discovering these new options for people. You don't know, is this quartzite okay? Is it going to be durable for the baby? If I put my wine glass on, is it going to
right?
etch? That's the one thing about marble that scares me more than the staining, because I feel like people don't realize how forgiving marble is. Like, you can have it buffed and bring it back, but the etching to me is like the scary piece of marble, because
see, I didn't even think about that, and that's probably something that I'm going to encounter.
That's a thing. Like, you leave salt, you leave a lemon on anything acidic is going to go right through the countertop. But for some people, that's what they like. That's what they like. They like the charm of a Parisian bakery that's been worn.
Exactly that Parisian bakery.
Yeah.
And I wanted to look at Carolina countertops today, and I'm like, oh, well, let's just walk in. And Bikes is like, no, let's just call and make sure that we don't have to have an appointment. They're like, I'm sorry, you can't come in until March 1st. And I'm like, what? By March 1st, I better be sitting at my 9-foot countertop with a glass of wine on my marble countertop, destroying it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we made a decision today, and that's like everything. We made a decision on hardware, which is so hard. What
are you doing? What kind of finish are you doing?
So
you going gold?
We're going gold in the sexy master bath.
Okay.
And the only way we can achieve that, Dorrie Buccafusca, this is ridiculous. They didn't have the gold medal I was looking for, but I can find it in a paint. So I'm getting a black matte pull, and Bikes is going to spray paint it gold the way that I want it.
What?
Sometimes you have to do what you have to do. And I think that by getting the black matte, if there is wear and tear, then the black will look cool coming through the gold. It's on a black vanity with a marble top in the vanity. And then, wait for it, this is the best part, like peacock subway tile backsplash.
Oh, my love language.
There's my color. I know. There's my color.
So with the gold, have you ever spray painted handles before?
No. What am I going to find? I bet you have.
You just need to, if it was me and it was my master bath, which is high traffic, I would go back to the drawing board and get something else, because you're going to see handprints all over that spray paint, and it's going to annoy the crap out of you.
Oh,
for sure.
Shit.
Yeah. In my humble opinion.
And that's why I had you on here. All right, thanks. Goodbye. We're done.
Job's done. Finished.
Next. Okay, well, guess what else I saw today? So weird. I'm like running around. First of all, I'm running around because let's say that you're running the Amazing Race with your family, and you guys are pulling ahead of the Joneses and the Smith, and you're like running, and you're like, come on, keep up. We're about to cross over the finish line. And somebody forgets their fucking lunch. It's like I had the whole day planned right up to how I'm not going to take a shower, but I'm going to make it look like hopefully I have clean hair.
Yep.
And then Bikes calls me while we're in the carpool line, and he's like, Daisy's lunch is on the counter. And I'm like, fuck. It's like a flat tire right before you cross the finish line.
Right? That stuff happens at the most inopportune time every single time. Every single time. Or, Mom, I'm really not feeling good. I need you to come get me. Hon, I'm an hour and a half away. I don't know what to tell you.
Right?
This is, every time.
Hold on. Here's what I have to tell you, though.
Yeah.
Wait for it, Pod Posse. Listen to this. I can't even say it. Dorrie has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count them, 5 children. What in the gay hell made you do that?
Yep.
What? I mean, just stop. After 2. You have.
We stopped after 5, and then we added the dog. But I have a small family. I have a really small family, and we didn't.
Your family of 7 is a small family?
Well, no, like in general, I have a.
Like
I have
you're an only child?
No, but I just don't have lots of extended family. Like, we don't have big, giant, Christmas with like cousins and aunts and uncles. We just don't have that.
Well, you put a stop to that now, didn't you?
Yeah, heck yeah. Got to continue, the legacy. Got to make sure the name carries on.
So tell us about your children. You have Mia, the oldest.
Yep, she's the oldest. And then I've
And
got
then
little Randy, who's 15, Evangeline, 13, Annabella is 12, and Jack is 10.
I mean,
Yeah.
craziness.
Yeah.
I am like a swan on top of the water. Everybody thinks that I look pulled together, but I'm paddling like crazy to stay up.
Well,
And you
Lindsay,
have
like,
3 more
that's
than me.
no, that's legitimately everyone. Anyone that has more than, I feel like anyone that has more than 2 children knows that life. Like one kid, I think is manageable, but anything more
One
more
kid
than
is cheating.
right, like 2, and there's juggling. Like there's juggling. So it's I literally am paddling for dear life every single day.
I know.
And the thing is, like, I don't know. I feel like in momhood, like there's always something that suffers. If I'm not giving the time to the kids, it's because I've got to give it to work. And if I give it to work, then I'm taking away from time doing something in the house or cooking the dinner, or there's always something.
And
something
then forget about
be,
yourself.
right. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
what do you mean? I'm going to read a book like ever? If I had time to read a book, I would take a nap or shave my legs.
Right? 100%.
So when I was like not a mom yet and married to my starter husband 2 husbands ago, we bought this house from this woman who kept saying, I shit you not, like every 4th sentence, she would say, well, because I have 3 kids. And then I have 3 kids. I can't do this because I have 3 kids. And I looked at my starter husband, Brent, and I was like, why does she keep telling us that? Like she hasn't told us 9 times before.
Visual.
No, I get it.
Right?
It's crazy.
It's
and
a game.
here's this.
It's a game changer. It is a game changer having more than one child. It just is.
So do you ever sleep?
I do.
Do you sleep for like 5 hours or what?
So I used to go to sleep really late just because I felt, well, and we'll probably chat about this, but I used to go to sleep really, really late because I would stay up working. And can I just point out also that we've done like 5 eyeglass changes and I love it. I just love it.
Oh, thanks. I didn't want it to like be a thing. I just wanted to keep changing them to
I
like
love it.
camouflage my non-showered hair.
I can't wear them. I can't wear sunglasses. They annoy me. And I have like sunglass envy.
Oh, thanks.
I do.
Well,
I have
I'm
major
outside and I have
sunglass
so many
envy.
sunglasses because I love accessories. And, like the first ones that I started out with are like, they're just for looks. There's
They're
no
so
sun
fun.
protection here whatsoever. I think so too. Anyway,
They are.
carry
They're
on
so
with how
fun.
much sleep you get.
So sleep. So I used to stay up late and then get, like 12 o'clock, 12, 1, just to try and like get some extra work in and then like maybe watch TV or mess around on the computer, on the phone or whatever. And then the kids wake up early because they have school. So usually I'm up with them at like 6. And I've taken to like giving myself like a little bit more time. I'm up in bed, no joke. Once dinner's done, I'm up in bed by 7:30, 8 o'clock every night. I'm not sleeping, but I am up in bed because otherwise I'll fall asleep on the couch and stumble upstairs at 3 o'clock in the morning and then it'll be good for nothing. So I do.
I literally woke up this morning and like snuggled into Bikes and I looked at him and I was like tired. And poor thing, he stayed up until 1 o'clock in the morning because he was writing his doggy obituary.
Oh no.
It's been a month since our 14-year-old Schnauzer died.
I didn't know that, Lindsay. I'm so sorry.
I know. Rowdy.
Oh, poor baby.
Rowdy and Major, we call him Major the Stager. Major is still alive and kicking. He is like 9 years old. He's always the same age as Daisy, but it's just so sad because Rowdy was with Bikes and his ex-wife Jamie, who is still a part of our family, for 14 and a half years. And the day we found out that his lungs were corroded with cancer, he died that night. It went so fast.
No kidding. Oh my God.
But anyway, if Bikes had a side job, he should be like a pet obit writer. He writes the most incredible story about these animals. He put up like 78 pictures through a lifetime of 14 years. Anyway.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
What I was trying to tell you earlier is I'm running around. I'm going to get something to eat because I'm trying to only eat in a certain window and I have to pee so bad. So I run into Teeter to get something to eat and the bacon sign in the bathroom is on. So I walk in to a man standing at the urinal
No. Oh
my
my
eyes,
God.
my eyes.
Oh my God. Was it like full frontal or was it just like, oh,
No,
like,
he like
side
you
view?
know, he wasn't even like as miffed as I was. He's standing with his back to me, you know, the way they do.
Wait, rewind. You walked into the men's bathroom or just
No, just the one unisex bathroom, and it said
Oh,
vacant.
gotcha.
That's why I
Gotcha,
walked right
gotcha.
in. And he's like standing there, you know, like how they stand there and they're like, and I go, ho, and he's like, hey, and I'm like, ah. And I left, and I didn't even go to the bathroom. It's a wonder I didn't pee in my car seat because I had to go to the bathroom so bad. But
Oh my
that's what
God.
happened. That's my day.
That's hysterical.
Running around, looking at countertops, walking in on a man, getting the lunch, the forgotten lunch, which is why we lost the amazing race for today.
That's okay. Like it's okay. It just, you know, it has to be okay. Not every day goes off the way that it's supposed to. And it happens like that for a reason.
Nice segue to what I'm going to say about you next.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. You know what I'm going to say, but I think that this is actually turned into one of my favorite short stories ever, if I could write it. And maybe I shouldn't tell it. No, I want to tell it. I want to tell it because it's so pertinent to motherhood and burning your butt at both ends, working and like being a boss lady and being a mom and running your whole family business, which is what we do. I am the CEO of my fam, and then I'm the owner of Lindsay the Stager, just like you are. I mean, you don't own Lindsay the Stager, you own Simple Southern Charm, but you know what I mean. Anyway, my point is, I guess it was 2 years ago. Here's me calling up you, my friend Dorrie, and, well, first of all, back that ass up, Bertha. Let's start with how you wanted to shadow me to see what I do on my consultations.
Yep.
I was so flattered when you said, Lindsay, nobody closes it like you do. I mean, we were like out the door, they said no, and then the next thing, you have a check in your hand and they have believed you and they're using you. How do you do that? I want to see how you do that. And of course I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. And you're like, no. So I was so flattered when you came with me to shadow me on my consultations. And we did like 2 or 3 in a row that day. And it was so fun.
Yep.
And then 10 months later, it's the new year. And I'll never forget, I was at the beach and I call my friend Dorrie and I'm like, hey, guess how much money I made? Because, you know, we share our success with each other. That's what we do is this group of girlfriends that feed off of each other's good and bad, whatever.
We
so
really are such a sisterhood. Isn't it amazing to have that? Like, I just love that. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
No, don't go on about that. I mean, it is such a good sisterhood because also it's about women power and us not competing with each other because we all do it differently.
Yep.
As Bobby would say, we all move the money around differently.
Yep.
And so you saw what I did, what I do on my consultation, but you decided not to do any of that, I don't think, because when I told you how much money I made, you were like, oh my God, if you made $5, then I made 10. That's what you said. You made $10 and I made 5. And I was like, oh my God, I must have done something so wrong. And so I congratulate you because I will always be proud of you. And I go and I put my face in Bikes' lap.
Well, Linz, did I sound cruel when I said it? Because I feel like
not cruel at all. I'm just so.
I was like, wait a minute, that sounds shitty.
I'm just such. No, you weren't shitty at all. You were honest.
Okay.
And you stated a fact. And I am just such a perfectionist that I was like, what the fuck did I do wrong? And so I say that to Bikes and he's like, I don't know. Call her. Get off my lap.
In full disclosure, when the year before we talked money and you had me beat the year before. And I did the very same thing that you did.
You never told me this.
100%. I was like, what the frick am I doing wrong here? Why? I'm literally doing all the things. What am I doing wrong here?
And then you doubled me. You surpassed me. It's amazing.
But there was tremendous sacrifice.
That's what I want to get to. That's the part.
Sacrifice. And if I'm being honest, in hindsight, not even in hindsight, in the thick of it, I'm thinking to myself, this is great. I'm, literally meeting this self-imposed goal There's no rhyme or reason to it, but I'm like, yeah, charge forward. Oh, great. Met that goal, beat that goal. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you are so exhausted. You are not present in your life. You are missing so many things, to the point that like the kids are saying, Mom, you're always working. You're always doing stuff on the computer. You're always on your phone. And I thought, this is what they're going to remember for this entire year. And that sucked. Now, granted, was that COVID year? Was that the year that the first year of COVID?
The Design Time from the Flora podcast is sponsored by Florally, your premier source for designer-inspired floors. Use Florally's live chat with real human beings to answer your flooring questions and even book a free in-home consultation.
I think it was the year of COVID because River was like a newborn.
I think so too. So that year was really, really unusual. The kids were home, and it was just really.
I think you figured out how to do it in a different way because you had to. You were doing color consultations online. I was not.
I did.
I don't want to.
I wound up really changing my business. I'll tell you, it's funny when you've been doing this for so long. I'm sure we've all gone through this, where you're like, you first start your career out and you're like, I'm going to do everything. I'm going to offer everything to everyone because I'm woman. Hear me roar. I can do all the shit. And you believe that genuinely until you start doing all of it, and you're like, this sucks. Like, I don't want to do all of this. I don't want to do all of this. Not only do I not want to do all of this, but I definitely feel like I don't like all of this. And if I don't love every piece of the job, like, my goal in life is to feel like I have a job that doesn't feel like a job. And so I really, early on, I went through this like assessment phase of, okay, do you like that or do you love it? If you like it, can you live without it? Or is it a primary source of income? So I backed out of a lot of things, and I really only offer a handful of services now, which has been life-changing for me. I increased my prices as well.
What is it then? Like, if it used to be 10 things, what is it now 5 of?
So I do a paint consultation, a decorating or design consultation, and a staging consultation. Within staging, I just do photo prep. You remember I had inventory that I sold all of that.
Oh my God.
I used to do, I had like not a warehouse like Cherie, but I had 2 units side by side, and I loved the act of doing it, but the management side of it, I hated. I just hated it. And I did my numbers and was like, I love this. It's great content. It's showcasing what I can do, but I'm not working for a wash.
Right.
And I didn't love it enough to push it. I also found that there was a lot of pushback from agents, and I was not charging a lot for photo preps using accessories. And it was taking me my inventory, my time to install it, and then go back and collect it all, put it in the car, and then unload it. So I'm just like, if you're not going to do what Cherie does, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. So,
and I am happy with the way that I can. Oh, I don't know if I've told you this, but I've changed just my consultations to only 12:30 every day, because I want to be in a 9:30 class, because I need to be sweating and releasing those endorphins for my mental health and for my body. Because when I'm not in class, and like last year when I had my best year, I was running around for all of my clients and not taking care of myself, which I feel like made me put weight on, which makes me very unhappy. And so now it's only a 12:30 consultation. That's it. That goes until 2:30. I pick up Daisy at 3. Yes, I can take her to her after school activity and still be doing like admin in the car as I'm waiting for her while I'm sitting on a bench watching her play tennis, which is totally fine. But I think as mothers, we need to make it work for our families and still like bring in the bread and butter. But it's just about finding that balance, which is so hard for all of us.
The balance and boundaries.
Balance and boundaries. Dawn would love that.
I think boundaries are really difficult for people who do what we do, because we are just by nature like people pleasers. We want to make everybody happy. We want everybody to have a home that they love, and it's really hard to say no. And for a very long time, it was very, very hard for me to say no. I know how I want my week to go, I will do anything that I can under the sun, truthfully, not to work on Friday because I like to have Friday as an admin day. I loathe billing. Everybody in my world knows I don't like administrative stuff. I don't like doing billing. I hate it. But if I set Fridays for myself as the day to be in the office and getting it done, it's a boundary for myself. I'm able to batch things and get everything done within that day. And then I have a little bit of a longer weekend. If I have somebody that absolutely has no flexibility and can only do Friday, I will make an accommodation, but I will 1000% pencil in another day during the week where I can do the administrative stuff. So I choose to only work 4 days a week outside of my house.
Yeah.
And that's just
me too. And also I've taken on work on the weekends at the beach because I'm going to be at the beach. Yeah. And speaking of being with your family, I would love that break from my family so that while we're at the beach, I can go into somebody's beautiful mansion and be there by myself for 5 hours, making it look better. So that's something to incorporate. But also, as stagers and decorators, it's important to accept and advertise that we need to make all of our money for the year by the end of September. Because the holidays come and shop is closed down, I feel like. Yeah. Not to mention the month of July. Like, go away because nothing happens in July. Sorry, what do you agree about?
I agree that the last quarter of the year, not only are people, it's for me, it's kind of like feast or famine, really. It's either really, really busy and people are so stressed out and like twitchy over, I have people coming for Thanksgiving. I have people coming for Christmas. I've got to be prepared for, a big party on the New Year. So they're either really, really pushing to get stuff done, which, the stores are inundated with holiday things. You're not getting tons and tons of great options for decor items that time of year. So it's especially, I don't do luxury. I don't do a lot of luxury. Most of my clients want things that are fairly easily accessible. They're not.
Me too. And I spend their money as if it's my own. And even if we have restoration hardware or Pottery Barn taste, I know where we can get it for less and it looks the same.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So I take significant time off in December and I take significant time off in July just to be with my family.
And also, doing what we do, I think if we don't take that time, I'm like, if I walk into one more angled fireplace that I'm supposed to figure out what the fuck to do with it. Do you know what I mean? Those damn builders that did that to us with the angled fireplace in the middle of the room. That's so mean.
There are so many things like that I'm like, why would you think that this was a good idea? It's so funny. I had a client like a couple weeks ago. She asked me, she was like, do you have like the best job ever? Are there parts of your job that you just don't like? And I've never had anybody ask me that before. And I was like, I really do have the best job ever. And she was like, well, what's a bad part of your job? And I'm like sitting there thinking like, do I actually like verbalize this to her and say like have a candid conversation with her? And I did. I told her very bluntly.
What did you say?
For me, the most difficult part of my job is going into a house, and it's not the difficult part for me anymore, but it was. It's kind of twofold. Going in and being presented with a space and having somebody say, fix this. And you're like, oh my gosh, where do I begin? Because there's just so many
horrible.
things.
It's unfixable.
Right. And for a really long time, because I have a people pleaser tendency and I don't want to hurt people's feelings and I am non-confrontational. It was really difficult for me to cross the boundary and tell people the truth. And the truth is sometimes, honey, you don't love your kitchen. You can paint your kitchen cabinets white. It doesn't matter. Your white kitchen cabinets are gonna be great, but all you're gonna see is your Tuscan backsplash and your Tuscan granite. So we can do this improvement, but really what you need to do is leave those cabinets, yank out that backsplash and get some new countertops in, live with the paint color, or live with the existing stain color, the finish on your cabinets, and then decide, to do or not do the cabinets. But it was really hard for me to have those discussions early
But Dorrie, what you just said, that was music to every Pod Posse's ears who is listening to this, because they're like, oh my God, it's my Tuscan backsplash. She just nailed it.
Yeah.
Because we are paid to be honest and say, this is not working. It's not that your butt is making those jeans look bigger. It's that the jeans are terrible. And so whatever your butt looks like, the jeans are always going to look bad. Do you know what I mean?
And I seem to be getting a lot of the terrible jeans. I really do. I seem to be getting a lot of the terrible jeans, and I love them. That's the thing about it is
I'm just getting a lot of ass.
I mean, I love the ass. Yeah. Yeah.
You love the ass.
Literally, I totally had a spastic moment, and Cervix-a-lot just popped into my head. Just as,
Baby's got back. Little in the middle, but she got much back.
Right. But that is, that's a thing. I feel like that's a thing. And a lot of people call us in for, hey, I've got this granite, I've got this backsplash, I got and I need a new paint color. And the whole paint color in the entire house has to be the same. And you're like, oh my gosh, you have a taupe backsplash, you have yellow in your counters. And I literally had to have the conversation with somebody a couple days ago and tell them, I can give you a color that is going to be as okay as it's going to get. And that is the truth of it. The fact of the matter is you either have to change your backsplash and your counters, or you are not going to love this paint color in this kitchen. And I'm doing my job by not sugarcoating it and by not telling people, what they want to hear. Because the fact is, when they get that paint color up and they're like, this is not great, what the hell was she thinking?
Well, that's what makes you so good, though. So what was that color? Wait, yes, I want to know what that color was that you said is going to make it okay.
Accessible beige.
Accessible beige.
Accessible beige, because
for the kitchen?
For the kitchen, for the entirety of the house.
Interesting.
For the entirety of the house.
I never thought that you would go with beige. You're such a colorist.
So there's a situation they are thinking about selling, and they're really thinking about selling in the very foreseeable future, but undecided. But their counters are yellow, and there is some taupe in them, but not obviously. The overall read of the counters is yellow.
Why do they have yellow counters?
It was just what they had.
Like what kind
yellow,
of material is that?
Like a granite. It was just a granite.
Oh, the Santa Cecilia.
Santa Cecilia-ish, but with taupe in it. I've never seen it before, to be honest. It was Santa Cecilia-ish with taupe in it, but the overall read was gold. It was just gold, gold, and gold.
And we can't change the countertops?
They can't change the countertops. There's budgetary constraints. They don't know if they can change the backsplash. And they had other counters that were just laminate throughout the house that went really, really well with accessible beige also. But it was like this gold and taupe, which gold and taupe are not great together. They're just not.
No.
They're just not.
So you saved the day with accessible beige. We can't change the Tuscan theme that's going on, so we make it work, which is brilliant. But Dorrie Buccafusca, see, I just wanted to say your last name again. What is your color of the year? What is your color of the year? And tell me what the color of the year is.
Okay, my color of the year is really anything green. I'm totally digging green lately. I'm there.
From like sea salt to sage to hunter?
No sea salt. I mean, I like sea salt in specific houses, but sea salt had its moment.
I know, I'm kind of over sea salt.
Has its moment occasionally. I'm talking like green. I'm also having a little love affair with black, which is painted my son's room black, and it looks ridiculous. It's so good.
That's
looks
awesome.
Amazing. Yeah, it looks really good.
So then you're going green and black, which I just did. Do I feel like I just have like a little stroke or something? I just got a little bit of a stutter there. I'm selling this house. I'm staging this house to sell, and they already had green bottom cabinets in their kitchen, which were so cute and added so much character to this already little cute cottage that I kept the bottoms, and then I did a white subway tile with black grout because they had black pulls on their white top cabins. And so I'm with you. I am with you in the green and black situation.
Yeah, I love it. I'm into green. I feel like blue has blue always has its moment. You really, in terms of like classic timeless, blue is never, ever, ever going to date itself. But I feel like green is neck and neck with blue. I really do.
Interesting.
I love it.
And
I love it.
still, we're all still mixing our metals for hardware and faucets. And
I'm so picky with mixes though. Like I'm really, really
Are you not a
picky.
mixer?
Yeah, I am. I'm a mixer, but only to a point. Like I'll mix black with just about anything. Chrome, I really only mix chrome with black. Brush nickel, I pretty much will keep brush nickel with gold or brush nickel with I'm telling you where my heart is right now, polished nickel. The prices are stupid, like really expensive, but polished nickel has my heart.
What's the difference? What's the way? What's the difference between brushed nickel and polished nickel and chrome? Yeah,
brushed is brushed. It's like
brushed is like when you brush your hair.
Brush is brushed. It's just more. It's flat. Polished is shiny, and then your chrome and brushed nickel and polished nickel go a little bit more brown and earthy. They're a little bit of a dirtier color, where chrome goes blue.
They're dirtier.
So, yeah, I love a dirty color.
I love a dirty word. Well, that's insightful. Polished nickel, eh? I think that's what Bikes was trying to pick out yesterday.
I dig it. I
think that's what Bikes picked out yesterday for our kitchen pulls.
I love it.
Interesting.
It is expensive though, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. So you asked me about color of the year. Do you have a favorite color of the year? I don't even think we mentioned color of the year. So there's 3 of them that I know of. There's Pantone.
I want to know. Tell me. I want to know, and then I'll tell you what I'm.
Is I think Pantone's is called Viva Magenta, maybe. Sherwin-Williams is reddened.
Red is coming back? Are you kidding me? I don't believe you. I need to see some identification here.
Reddened something. I'll look it up. Reddened something or other. And then Benjamin Moore is a raspberry something. I like all of them. The reddened one, the Sherwin-Williams color, kind of reminds me of Cavern Clay on a lesser, like a more muted level, but they're all in like a magenta-y, reddish, melony kind of a vibe, which...
See, look at all these ugly faces that I'm making, all of these dirty color faces.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you tell me that raspberry and red is coming back, I'm going to be like, veto.
Not red. I've never... Like, I don't think I've ever... So, Viva Magenta is like that pillow color right there. Very similar to that raspberry-ish pillow right there.
What pillow?
I just can't... This one
I'm sorry, I can't see it. It's so bright out here. I have to keep changing my...
What
pillow? Let me see.
Right here.
Okay. Gotcha.
I like it, but I don't love it. I like it as an accent, but I don't know that I would put it on a wall. I don't know that I would put it on a wall.
Right, and see, that's what I'm saying. You have to have a colorist like Dorrie that says, let's do this color, but it doesn't have to be the raspberry if the client doesn't like it, because who cares what whoever says that the color of the year is? If you don't like it, then it's not your color.
The right color for your house is the color that works with the fixed elements of your house and with what you like and with what your personality is. And like, let's not bring the color to the wall. Let's throw it on a vanity. Let's do it someplace else. Like, let's take it up on the ceiling. It can be someplace unconventional.
It's like when somebody asks a realtor, when can I sell my home? When it's ready.
Right. When's the best time? I feel like they always say that, right? They always say, when is the best time? The best time is now. Not whenever now is for you. Yeah.
So I guess that's it. I think we've covered it all.
Have we covered? I feel like we just started. My gosh, this time has gone by so quick.
That's why I named this podcast From the Floor Up, because yes, it is sponsored by Florally, an amazing flooring company, but we cover it all. That's why I like to have on friends, stagers, realtors, mothers, because we can bring this like, I'm going to call it a cornucopia of information for the pod posse. Maybe there's 6 people listening now. Just kidding. There's like 40,000 people listening, I think.
It's amazing.
But I think it's important that we bring to the desk information that has worked and not worked for us, because that's how we can learn from each other.
I agree. 100%.
And that's the most important thing. It's not about making the most money. You and I have figured that out.
Yep. It's balance.
It's about
balance, boundaries,
balancing it.
and your passion.
Same thing with drinking, with eating, with gambling. You have to find the balance, right?
You do. You do. It's important. You have to have a little mix of everything and make sure that there's equitable distribution within each bucket so that it's all even at the end of the day.
Did you say equitable distribution with each bucket or bucket?
Well, sometimes.
I know.
Sometimes
it works in all contexts.
It's a multi-use. Yeah, no. Within each bucket. Within each bucket. Yeah.
Well, I love you, friend. Thank you so much for being a
Thank
guest
you
with
for
me
having me,
today.
Lynn. Thank you.
Don't go anywhere when we say goodbye to our pod posse because we have to stick around for Gilman, our producer.
Okay.
Her name is Brittany, but I call her Gilman because I pretend like I'm on Regis and Kelly. But anyway, thank you, Pod Posse, for listening. All the women out there, continue being the great moms and boss ladies and wives and friends that you are. It's just so important to support women with each other. So call your friends, have a glass of wine, keep working hard because your children will see that too. And until next time, peace out. Bye, Dorrie. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you're enjoying this episode, please like, comment, or subscribe. If you don't like it, then